शिव संस्कार र प्रविधि सहितको व्यवहारिक शिक्षालाई आत्मसात गर्दै बाल शिक्षण सिकाइ क्रियाकलापलाई प्रभावकारी ढङ्गबाट अगाडि बढाइरहेका छौँ। हाम्रा नानी बाबुहरूले आफूले नबुझेका कुरा बिना हिचकिचाहट सोध्न सक्ने, प्रश्न गर्न सक्ने र आफूले बुझेका, जानेका र सुनेका कुराहरूलाई अरू समक्ष निर्धक्कका साथ अभिव्यक्त गर्न सक्ने, आधार खडा गर्ने गरी अभिव्यक्त गर्न सक्ने सिपलाई चाहिँ हामीले अगाडि बढाइरहेका छौँ। हौसला, उत्प्रेरणा र जिज्ञासु स्वभावका हाम्रा नानी बाबुहरूलाई यो 21औं शताब्दी सुहाउँदो शिक्षामा कसरी चाहिँ अगाडि बढाउन सकिन्छ भन्ने कुरामा हाम्रो विद्यालयको नेसनल मोडल साइन्स स्कुल र नाम्स विद्यालयको चाहिँ शिक्षण सिकाइ क्रियाकलापहरू अगाडि बढिरहेका छन्।
Good morning, good afternoon everybody, Honorable MD, Principal, respected Vice Principal, teachers, coordinators, and above all my dear friends and parents. Today in this flash day, we're going to be presenting about science, and in science we're going to be presenting about acid, base and salt. So, without any further ado, I would like to explain my members. I would like to introduce my members, I'm sorry. Myself, my name is Kripa Sitola and I'm the captain of this group. I would like to call the vice captain of this group, Sanjay Subedi. Now for the members, we have Aisha Khatri, Rita Maji, Diva Sadikari, and lastly Nirjala Maharjan. यो प्रस्तुतिलाई अघि बढाउनु भन्दा अगाडि चाहिँ म हजुर सबैलाई एउटा प्रश्न सोध्न चाहन्छु अनि प्रश्नको साथसाथै हिन्ट पनि दिन्छु। एसिड चाहिँ अमिलो हुन्छ, जेनरली खान मिल्ने एसिड चाहिँ अमिलो हुन्छ। सो हाम्रो किचनमा पनि पाइन्छ। हजुरहरूलाई के एसिडको नाम थाहा छ? एनीबडी?
लेमन।
हजुरको शुभ नाम?
माइसेल्फ किप्रास प्यारेन्ट्स।
उहाँले चाहिँ प्रश्नको उत्तर मिलाउनु भएको छ। घरमा पाइने एउटा एसिड चाहिँ लेमन हो। सो यसकै बारेमा फर्दर एक्सप्लेनेसन गर्नको लागि चाहिँ म आफ्नो टिममेट आयशा खत्रीलाई बोलाउन चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद।
Good afternoon everyone, it's me Aisha Khatri from class 8 and my subtopic is acid, and an acid is an hydrogen containing substance which is capable for donating hydrogen ions or protons to any another substance. The word acid is derived from a Latin word acidus, which means sour, and all acid are not dangerous and all acid are not safe. And properties of acid are they taste sour. The word aqueous solution of acid can conduct electric current. Acid reacts with base to form salt and water. Acid can change its litmus from blue to red. And there are two types of acid: natural acid and mineral acid. Natural acid, those acids which are prepared from natural sources like fruits, animal products. Natural acid are organic acid, for example lemon. And second is mineral acid. Those acids which are prepared from mineral are known as mineral acid, and they are inorganic acid and they are found in earth crust. For example, hydrochloric acid. Thank you. Now I want to call my friend Kripa Sitola for further explanation.
My name is Kripa Sitola and today in this flash day I'm going to be presenting about advantages of acid. As my friend said before, acid has a lot of advantages, like it being used to kill germs in our marble floors. हाम्रो यो टाइलको फ्लोरमा चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ एसिड लगायौँ भने हाम्रो टाइलमा भएको सबै जर्म्सहरू चाहिँ मर्छ। or it being used as a sour flavoring agent. हाम्रो खानालाई अमिलो बनाउन चाहिँ पनि एसिड युज हुन्छ, खाना मिल्ने एसिड of course. So, despite of having this many advantages, acid also has a lot of disadvantages, like it being used in acid attacks to harm innocent victims that only range from 14 to 49 years old, 15 to 49 years old. जम्मा 14 देखि 49 वर्षसम्मको मोस्टली वुमेनहरूलाई चाहिँ एसिडको युज प्रयोग गरेर अट्याक हुन्छ। So, what we can do to prevent this is have a certain license. हामी जस्तो कमनर मान्छेहरूलाई चाहिँ एउटा सर्टन लाइसेन्स को व्यवस्था गर्न सकिन्छ, जसले चाहिँ हामी जस्तो मान्छेहरूलाई चाहिँ एसिड पाउनुबाट प्रबन्ध गर्न सकिन्छ। सो नाउ आई वुड लाइक टु टक अबाउट अ विक्टिम हुज नेम इज मुस्कान खातुङ। उहाँ चाहिँ एसिडले प्रयोग गरेर अट्याक हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ जम्मा 15 वर्ष हुनुहुन्थ्यो अनि knowing that I am only 14 years old and somebody just a year older than me being a part of such a tragedy is actually very sad, because as you can see, so somebody that is 15 is just very young. बचाइने त हो नि, So what we can do, as I said earlier, is have a certain license, and we can educate our people to stop using this. किनकि acid attack भयो भने चाहिँ it can completely ruin somebody's life अनि quality of life पनि prevent गर्न सकिन्छ. अनि what I admire Muskan for is कि यस्तो tragedy हुँदा पनि उहाँ चाहिँ डिप्रेस्ड भएर बस्नु भएन, एउटा कोठाइमै उदास भएर बस्नु भएन, बट शी रादर युज दिस एज अ इन्सपायरिङ एक्ट टु हामी जस्तो मान्छेहरूलाई मोटिभेट गर्न, हामी जस्तो बोइज अनि गर्ल्सलाई मोटिभेट गर्न. अनि शी हेज एस्टाब्लिस्ड हर ओन प्लेटफर्म एज एन इन्फ्लुएन्सर टु इन्फ्लुएन्स of us. Thank you, and I would like to call my friend Rita Maji to explain further more about.
Thank you, Kripa. Good morning to all. It's me, Rita Maji, from grade 8, and I am here to give short presentation on the topic of base. Base. The metallic oxide and metallic hydroxide which react with acid and produce salt and water is called base. For example, sodium oxide and sodium hydroxide. Alkali, the base that dissolve in water and produce hydroxyl OH minus in water is called alkali. Metallic oxide र metallic hydroxide base हो भने metallic hydroxide alkali मा पर्छ. Type of bases in basis of strength: strong base and weak base. Strong base, the base that produce high concentration of hydroxyl OH minus in water is called strong base. For example, NaOH, KOH, etc. It have high pH value. Weak base, the base that produce low concentration of hydroxyl OH minus in water is called weak base. For example, NaOH 2, FeOH 3, etc. It have low pH value. Physical property of bases are: most bases have a bitter in taste. It changes red litmus paper into blue. It can irritate our skin. Thank you, and I like to call my friend Divas Adhikari for his presentation.
Good morning, everyone. It's me, Divas Adhikari from grade 8. Today in this flash day, I am going to present about advantage and disadvantage of base. Advantage of base are: the base is used for the purpose of production of soap and detergent. Base चाहिँ हाम्रो साबुन र सरफहरू बनाउनको लागि काम हुन्छ. The calcium hydroxide is used for the production of bleaching agent. क्याल्सियम हाइड्रोक्साइड चाहिँ हाम्रो ब्लिचिङ एजेन्टहरू बनाउनको लागि काम हुन्छ. ब्लिचिङ एजेन्ट भनेको चाहिँ एउटा यस्तो चिज हो जुन चाहिँले चाहिँ कलरहरू हटाउनमा हेल्प गर्छ. द सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड इज युज फर रिएजेन्ट इन ल्याबोरेटरी. सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड चाहिँ हामीले यदि ल्याबहरूमा काम गरिरहेछ र केही चिज छर्यो अथवा केही चिज भयो भने चाहिँ यो चाहिँ युज गर्न मिलिन्छ. द क्याल्सियम हाइड्रोक्साइड इज युज फर मेकिङ सिमेन्ट. क्याल्सियम हाइड्रोक्साइड चाहिँ हाम्रो सिमेन्टहरू बनाउनको लागि युज हुन्छ. डिसएडभान्टेज अफ बेसेस आर: द बेस कज इरिटेसन अन द स्किन. बेसले चाहिँ हाम्रो स्किनहरूमा डाबरहरू लिएर आउने जस्तो कामहरू गर्न सक्छ. द सोल्युसन इफ एक्सिडेन्टली स्प्ल्यास अल ओभर द आई इट मे कज पर्मानेन्ट ब्लाइन्डनेस. यदि हामीले त्यहाँ एक्सपेरिमेन्टहरू गरिरहेछ र केही चिज चाहिँ छर्कियो आँखाहरूमा पऱ्यो भने चाहिँ त्यसले सधैँभरको लागि अन्ध पार्न सक्छ. द फ्युम्स कमिङ आउट फ्रम द एक्सपेरिमेन्ट मे कज रेस्पिरेटरी प्रब्लम्स. यदि त्यहाँबाट आइरहेको राखहरूले गर्दा चाहिँ हामीलाई सासहरू फेर्नमा प्रब्लम पार्न सक्छ. बेस इज हार्मफुल फर आवर हेल्थ. बेस चाहिँ हाम्रो हेल्थको लागि हानिकारक छ. थ्याङ्क यू. नाउ आई वुड लाइक टु कल माई फ्रेन्ड निर्जला महर्जन फर हर प्रेजेन्टेसन.
Thank you, Divas, for calling me. Good morning, everyone. It's me, Nirjala Maharjan. योभन्दा पहिला चाहिँ मेरो साथीहरूले चाहिँ एसिड र बेसको बारेमा भनेको थियो. अब म चाहिँ साल्टको बारे भन्न जाँदैछु. साल्ट भनेको चाहिँ द केमिकल, त्यो एसिड र बेसबाट चाहिँ साल्ट बन्छ. त्यसको एक्जाम्पल चाहिँ NaCl र KCl हुन्छ. तीनवटा साल्ट हुन्छ. त्यसको नाम चाहिँ नर्मल साल्ट, बेसिक साल्ट, एसिडिक साल्ट हुन्छ. नर्मल साल्ट भनेको चाहिँ दुईटा साल्ट, द केमिकल रियाक्सन बिट्विन strong acid or weak base and strong acid or strong base and weak acid or weak base. For example, NaCl, K2SO4, etc. acidic salt. The salt which is formed after the chemical reaction between strong acid and weak base is called acidic salt. For example, Na2CO2, etc. Basic salt. The salt which is formed after the chemical reaction between weak acid and strong base is called basic salt. For example, Na2 and CO3. Now I am going to tell some properties of salt. Some salt are salty, some are bitter and tasteless, some are good conductor of. They are neutral to indicator. Most of the salt are soluble in water, where some salt are insoluble in water. They are neutral to indicator. The solution of salt can conduct electricity. Thank you. Now I like to call my friend Sanjit.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's me Sanjit Siveri, and today I am here to present about neutralization reaction. So, neutralization reaction भनेको एउटा reaction हो जब base र acid reacts with each other. यो reaction भइरहेको बेला OH minus ions from base reacts with H plus ions in the acid and form H2O water. Neutralization reaction is a chemical reaction, also known as water producing reaction, because it forms water when base and acid reacts with together. Neutralization reaction is not only used in science labs and laboratory, but it is also used in our daily life and is very important. Like in indigestion. Indigestion is a process where too much acid is produced inside our stomach. This happens when we consume a lot of food or eat too quickly. But then we can neutralize the effect from acidity when by taking bases like magnesium. This acid neutralize the effect of neutralize the excess of acid from our stomach. Neutralization reaction is also used in ant sting. When an ant stings us, it injects acid in our body. This acid is also known as formic acid. This acid can cause pain, itch and swellness in our wound, but this acid can also be neutralized by applying bases like baking soda, which can easily be found in our home. To decay, the food we consume also contains acid in them. When we eat those food, the acid may get stuck on our teeth, which can cause cavity and even tooth decay. But this acid from food can be neutralized by brushing our teeth with toothpaste, etc. Thank you. Now I have to call my friend Kripasita.
By saying this, we have already came to an end of our presentation. I hope you guys understood at least something about acid, base and salt. I would like to give my special thanks to my members for preparing for this presentation and spending their valuable time on this presentation. I would also like to thank the audience for being patient with us and listening to our presentation. I would also like to thank our facilitator Prakash Kafle sir for guiding us and assisting us and explaining us what to do or what not to do during this kind of presentation or this kind of program. I would especially like to give my special thanks to our school team for giving us this golden opportunity to bring this presentation forward to you guys. Thank you. I hope you all have a great day.
शिव संस्कार र प्रविधि सहितको व्यवहारिक शिक्षालाई आत्मसात गर्दै बाल शिक्षण सिकाइ क्रियाकलापलाई प्रभावकारी ढङ्गबाट अगाडि बढाइरहेका छौँ। हाम्रा नानी बाबुहरूले आफूले नबुझेका कुरा बिना हिचकिचाहट सोध्न सक्ने, प्रश्न गर्न सक्ने र आफूले बुझेका, जानेका र सुनेका कुराहरूलाई अरू समक्ष निर्धक्कका साथ अभिव्यक्त गर्न सक्ने, आधार खडा गर्ने गरी अभिव्यक्त गर्न सक्ने सिपलाई चाहिँ हामीले अगाडि बढाइरहेका छौँ। हौसला, उत्प्रेरणा र जिज्ञासु स्वभावका हाम्रा नानी बाबुहरूलाई यो 21औं शताब्दी सुहाउँदो शिक्षामा कसरी चाहिँ अगाडि बढाउन सकिन्छ भन्ने कुरामा हाम्रो विद्यालयको नेसनल मोडल साइन्स स्कुल द नाम्स विद्यालयको चाहिँ शिक्षण सिकाइ क्रियाकलापहरू अगाडि बढिरहेका छन्।